Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome. I'm John Craven. I'm the university's Vice-Chancellor and delighted to welcome you all here. Now, I have a special welcome this morning because this is the very first ceremony that Sandy Toksvig is coming to as our Chancellor, and we're delighted that she agreed to take up this position, and she will, I'm sure, speak to you later on in the ceremony, but it's very good to welcome Sandy here. It's also very good to welcome our honorary graduate, Professor Sir William Wakeham, who is sitting in the front row and about whom you will hear more in a few moments. So to all our guests and of course to all our graduating students, a very warm welcome. And to our graduating students, very warm congratulations. You've made it here. You have succeeded in getting the degree or diploma or whatever it is that you came to do, and I'm delighted for you. The whole university is delighted for you because that's why we're here. We're here to help you be successful, and then when you are successful, we're here to help you celebrate. Now, you have two groups of people who are here today without whom you might well not be here, people who have helped you on your way through your life as a student in the university and then to get to the graduation today. The first group are the members of our wonderful university staff who are arrayed on the stage behind me. They're very proud of you today, and I'm very proud of them because they are a hugely dedicated bunch. Higher education, university education is a complicated and sometimes difficult place to be because of changes in government policy and all sorts of things that go on. But our staff are hugely loyal, very professional and very devoted. And all across the university, in the academic areas and the support areas, there are a great many people, and I'm sure you're grateful to them, as am I. The second group of people in my audience, your audience today, are of course your families, your friends and your supporters, all the people who are not having to wear hot and heavy gowns and hats today, but have come here with you to celebrate. And they've been supporting you for many years, almost certainly for far longer than you've actually been with us in Portsmouth. And I know what it's like, ladies and gentlemen. I've had two student children, and they go away from home typically, not always, but quite often they do, and you wonder what they're doing, you wonder how they're getting on, and you learn that actually no news is usually good news, that if they're so busy doing all sorts of exciting and interesting things, and indeed sometimes even their academic work, and they're enjoying themselves, you won't get those telephone calls late at night or those emails or whatever other communication they now use. You will perhaps not hear from them as much as you thought you would do. But they are still hugely grateful. You have been an enormous support to them, and on those occasions when they do phone up and they're a bit worried about something, you might not be able to help very much. They might say, I've got an essay due tomorrow morning or an assignment or a project and I haven't started yet or finished yet. But you listen. That's what you're there for. You are the people who listen and support, and tell them that you support them even in the more difficult times. So from me, thank you very much for all you have done to support our students. And we do have a tradition at Portsmouth graduations, and it's a tradition based on the fact that I know, because I get letters about it, that students are very good at making a lot of noise. And what we ask our graduating students to do is to do what students and graduates do so well, which is, in whatever way they want to thank you by applauding and cheering, to show their gratitude to you for all that you have done. And I want you to do that now. Give them a really big round of applause. Thank you. Well, you're graduating today, and this morning we have people who've acquired all sorts of skills in various kinds of engineering. We have mathematicians who have very useful and important attributes that are hugely important all across our diverse society and across the world. and we have a select number of PhD students in cosmology and gravitation who understand more about the origins of the universe than I could even begin to imagine. So you're all very welcome, you've all done very well, and of course you're here mainly because you have learnt those academic things, you have done the tests, you've done the exams, you've done the projects, all of those things which demonstrate that you understand your subject. But I hope that coming here, you've come here with a lot more that you've gained at university, because you yourselves are a very diverse bunch. I'm sure there are people here from many, many different countries. There are people here with all sorts of different backgrounds, and people, of course, whose journeys beyond the university will also be different. But you have learned to live and to work and to play football or whatever else you've done alongside all that great variety of people, and of course also people who studied very different subjects from you. And that is a very enriching experience. That is part of university life. It isn't all about engineering and maths. It is about learning to live in a diverse and mixed community. And we're very proud in Portsmouth, ladies and gentlemen, of our diverse community, and the fact that whatever tensions there might be across the world, they don't manifest themselves amongst our wonderful group of students. They do learn to live and work together and enjoy one another's company. And I hope you'll take that out into the world as well, that when you're doing something that involves making decisions, you'll be in important positions and those decisions will affect other people. And the other people they'll affect are just like that hugely varied group of people you were at university with. So when you're thinking, well, what should we do? What should I do? What should I recommend? What decision should we take? Think about the way it might affect those people with whom you were at university. Think not only about being able to do the right thing in engineering or maths terms or whatever it is, but think also about doing things right. If you do that, you will be even greater successes when you go out into the world beyond. So many congratulations. Thank you for coming and enjoy the day. Thank you. It now gives me great pleasure to ask Professor Paul Hayes to give the speech to tell you why we are very proud and pleased to honour Bill Wakeham for his honorary degree today. Paul.
Thank you, John. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and honoured guests. As many of you may know, the cities of Portsmouth and Southampton have long enjoyed a certain amount of rivalry. This rivalry is manifest in many ways, such as the endearing use of the term scummer when Portsmouth folk refer to their neighbours along the coast, and skate when they refer to us. Against this background, you will perhaps appreciate that what you're witnessing today is a remarkable event, because the University of Portsmouth is honouring the achievements of a man who was until very recently the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Southampton. So what is it about Professor Sir William Wakeham, Bill, as I will refer to him from now on because that's a bit of a mouthful, what is it about Bill that warrants this honour? Well, first of all, it's important to understand a little about the man himself and his career. At school in Bristol, Bill was fortunate to fall under the influence of an inspirational teacher in physics, which was the only subject, he tells me, that he found challenging. After studying physics at both undergraduate and postgraduate level at the University of Exeter, Bill moved to the USA, where he started to work alongside engineers, further developing our understanding of the thermophysical properties of fluids and intermolecular forces, but in a setting that was perhaps more applied than one would find in a traditional physics department. Returning to the UK in 1971 to a position at Imperial College, Bill progressed through the academic ranks, becoming Professor of Chemical Physics in 1985 and the Head of Department of Chemical Engineering in 1988. The roles of a university departmental head are many and varied, and they include one of the more difficult tasks, which is reading the names of the graduating students at ceremonies such as this. But the main role is to lead developments in teaching and research in their academic discipline. Now, academics can be very difficult people to manage and lead, and leading them is often referred to as herding cats. But Bill has been long recognised as a natural leader. At school, he was captain of several sports teams, not necessarily because he was the best player, but because he had the ability to get people to work together and deliver their best. His ability to lead, combined with a physicist's knack of getting to the heart of any problem and identifying ways forward, have underpinned Bill's appointments to ever more senior and influential roles, such as Deputy Rector at Imperial College and then Vice-Chancellor of the University of Southampton. In addition to leading a large, dynamic and increasingly successful university, Bill has been responsible for the delivery of several influential government reports, such as the reviews of physics and the review of the full economic costing of research. Alongside this, he has played significant roles in the professional bodies responsible for regulating, promoting, and developing physics and engineering. As I hope you realise from this very brief resume of his career, Bill has the ability to lead and get things done. But more than this, he has the ability to get things done quickly. And a love of speed is evident in his choice of leisure activities, which includes fast boats and water skiing, and a passion for cars, of which he owns 9. When pressed on this ownership of 9 cars in relation to his green credentials, he points out, with his usual impeccable logic, but I only can drive them one at a time. Bill, then, is a very successful academic who has made a significant contribution to higher education and more widely to physics and engineering. And for this, he was made a Knight Bachelor in 2009. Why, however, have we deemed him eminently worthy of an even greater accolade, an honorary doctorate from the University of Portsmouth? In essence, it is because throughout his time at the University of Southampton, and since then, he has been a very good friend to us. Unlike many who occupy similar positions, Bill has recognised that there is more to gain through collaboration than there is through competition. He has recognised what makes Portsmouth special, both in terms of our research and our teaching, and he has supported us in our determination to produce graduates attuned to the needs of the world beyond academia. This has been most recently demonstrated through his leadership of the South East Physics Network, where he has supported the establishment and promotion of our new applied physics program, a program that will graduate its first cohort of students next week. It is in recognition of this ongoing support and friendship that we seek to honour him. Chancellor, I present to you Professor Sir William Wakeham as eminently worthy of the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. As you've already heard, this is a special occasion for all of us graduates, for me as much as for you. It's an occasion we can take pride in the achievements of all the graduates, and for all of you, at least, the occasion marks the end of a sustained period of learning, hard work, and dedication. I have, of course, been at many ceremonies of this kind. My latest count is something like 250 of them, where I presided at the University of Southampton, but the occasion is no less special because of familiarity. Of course, this is special for me because I'm on the other side of the activity as a recipient of a great honour from the University of Portsmouth.
I can also say without much fear of contradiction that you have all worked much harder for your qualification than I for mine. Much of what you've heard about my activities might have indicated that I would have pursued many of them simply as a matter of fun and as a hobby. I've been hugely privileged to be engaged in science and engineering for more than 50 years, and that's been an immense pleasure. Now that I'm retired, of course, I am largely pursuing it as a hobby. But I've always enjoyed the privilege of working with staff and students at universities, and the University of Portsmouth included among them. As Paul Hayes has pointed out, those involved in the leadership of universities will know that not every moment is joyful. Occasionally, academic staff can be slightly difficult. Nevertheless, it's overall been a pleasure and a privilege. I think I reflected in thinking about what I might say that I am the first in my family to have obtained a degree of any sort, certainly the first to have been a scientist. And it's therefore a great pleasure to be here among fellow mathematicians, scientists and engineers to celebrate their achievement. As the Vice-Chancellor has said, the University of Portsmouth should rightly be proud of its achievement as one of the best exponents of extending university education to the widest possible community and delivering very well on all of the objectives it sets itself. The success of this university is marked by its growth, by its reputation, and it has certainly achieved much of what it's aspired to do. At Southampton, we worked together with Portsmouth on a number of ventures. Not all of them worked. I remember that we made an excellent joint proposal for a school of dentistry. Those of you who need to find a dentist will find it remarkably difficult here on the south coast to find one. The excellent proposal didn't work for political rather than any other reason, and unfortunately that didn't work for us. But as you've heard, the Southeast Physics Network did work, and it was a great pleasure to welcome University of Portsmouth into full membership of that network when it made the very brave decision to launch a course in physics, applied physics. It was brave for a number of reasons. First of all, the Southeast Physics Network had been created to prevent physics from disappearing from universities in the southeast. One department had already closed, others contemplated it. Certainly many courses had closed. So soon after the beginning of SETNet, Portsmouth trod new ground and launched an applied physics degree. And that has had an interesting effect on other universities in the network. We have now increased physics recruitment into southeast universities by 90% over the 2007 figure. So it's now become a buoyant activity again. And I want to pay tribute to the University of Portsmouth and particularly the Vice-Chancellor, John Craven, for the vision in helping us deliver that. Their new innovative course has stimulated much more activity in some universities that were otherwise complacent. Speaking on behalf of all today's graduates, I think we owe the University of Portsmouth a great debt. For the graduates, they have opened a window of opportunity into careers in and using science and engineering. This country's and many countries' future economies will rest on the application of science. In the UK, it's a particular shortage of engineers that is in some ways holding us back. So I think today's graduates have immense opportunities. They have a lot to thank the University of Portsmouth for, as indeed do I. I'm grateful for the collaboration we've shared. I'm very grateful for the honour you do me today. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now move to that part of the morning's ceremony when our students will make a slightly convoluted walk from where they're sitting to come up on stage to meet Sandy Toksvig, our Chancellor, and to be awarded their degrees. And before they can come on stage, I need to say some magic words, and then Sandy needs to say some magic words. That's why we're dressed like magicians. And my magic words: I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all the conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. Faiz Ahmed. Haida Ajel. Lloyd Barnes. With first class honours, James Bennett. And with first class honours, Laura Bilverston. Jake Bowyer. Lauren Bruce. With first class honours, Sasha Byrne. Liam Carney. Thomas Clark. With first class honours, James Collins. With first class honours, Benjamin Cook. With first class honours, Philippa Cook. Adam Coulson. With first class honours, Eleanor Dodd. With first class honours, Samuel Elliott. Emily Ferguson. With first class honours, Christina Ganfield. Adam Gardner. With first class honours, Nicole Gardner. Konstantinos Giorgio. George Goodchild. With first class honours, Benjamin Groves. With first class honours, Catherine Gulrajani. Ben Hallam. With first class honours, Catherine Harmon. With first class honours, Jonathan Harry. Susan Harrigan. Alexandra Harrison. Christopher Hodge. With first class honours, Kelia Yakovidou. With first class honours, Gianluca Italiano. Gareth Knox. Maria Colliu. Sophie Leonard. Claire Megan. With first class honours, Kirsty Milton. With first class honours, Sean Moffat. With first class honours, Matthew Moore. Rebecca Mullins. With first class honours, Eero Nicolaidu. Matthew North. With first class honours, Charis Papayannou. With first class honours, Samuel Pearce. With first class honours, David Pendry. Clinton Reynolds. Daniel Rowe. Roseanne Roylance. With first class honours, Hayley Seabrook. With first class honours, Owen Simpson. With first class honours, Daniel Slade. With first class honours, Danielle Spinage. Kelly Stark. With first class honours, Michael Tarr. With first class honours, Bettina Tirusuntonwat. Vin Ton. With first class honours, Anna Tucker. Ellen Tumulty. Adam Turner. With first class honours, Danielle Touchings. With first class honours, Zijin Wang. Callum Weeks. Pelham Wicks. Tom Williamson. And with first class honours, Andrew Woods. And the Bachelor of Science in Mathematics for Finance and Management, with first class honours, Fayed Ahmed. Alex Brown. Alex Dawson. Joshua Digby. With first class honours, James Eddy. With first class honours, Madeline Hamilton. With first class honours, Rushanak Hassanzadeh. Amar Jandu. With first class honours, Katerina Jaworska. Jonathan Kett. With first class honours, David Kajitsi. Tiana King. Laurent Lamont. With first class honours, Joshua Main. Holly Martin. Thomas McCrill. With first class honours, Beatrice Muriuki. With first class honours, Joe Oliver. Jeffrey Opoku. With First Class Honours, Lionel Payne. With First Class Honours, Sayina Raviraj. With First Class Honours, Leah Rolf Baldock. Joshua Roseman. With First Class Honours, Jamie Shepherd. With First Class Honours, James Tasker. Hannah Warman. Nick Weatherseed. With First Class Honours, Ryan Wedlock. And with First Class Honours, Catherine Young. For Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with Statistics, Robert Lee. And with First Class Honours, Catherine Pugh. Sam Skelsey. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Supportability Engineering, Hannah Rigby. Christopher Weir. I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Master of Science in Logistics and Optimization. Yifei Li. With distinction, Sanipa Palmthong. With distinction, Zhao Zhao Zhang. And for Master of Science in Supportability Engineering, Darren Bream. With distinction, Gareth Easton. Peter Footit. With distinction, David Jones. With distinction, Peter Reedon. Colin Yoxon. And for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of research in multi-agent-based cooperative search in combinatorial optimization, Simon Martin.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of research in testing gravity and dark energy with gravitational lensing, Emma Bainan. For a programme of research in cosmology with photometrically classified Type 1a supernovae, Heather Campbell. For a programme of research in general relativistic effects on the cosmological observations, Nikolai Moyers.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidate for the award of Foundation Degree of Engineering in Electronic Engineering, with distinction, Stephanie Simpson. Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Communication Systems, Mina Al-Abassi. Saif Gharib. And in Computer Engineering with First Class Honours, Virgil Chainov. Evan Palmer. Victoria Rudd. And in Computer Networks, James Olurin. And in Electronic Engineering, Adeni Adenaya. And with First Class Honours, Richard Burns. Mehadi Chowdhury. James Clayton. And with First Class Honours, Paolo Enrico De Falco. Lester Eng. With First Class Honours, Christopher Harding. With First Class Honours, Paul Harris. With First Class Honours, Danielle Hopkins. Sarwar Hussain. Mert Mazahirul Islam. Ryan Jones. Kabuya Kanyinda. With First Class Honours, Melvin K. Wan. With First Class Honours, E. Jun Ko. Simon Lee. Wei Zheng Liu. Wei Wen Lim. With First Class Honours, Leah Lin. John O'Connor. Chun Lin Ong. With First Class Honours, Chia Yang Oi. Zhou Chen Peng. David Savin. With First Class Honours, Benjamin Slater. Fatima Sukhair. With First Class Honours, Jingyang Te. With First Class Honours, Praveen Thinagaran. Oliver Spark. Oliver Spark, I beg your pardon. And in Electronic Systems Engineering with First Class Honours, Nicholas Baker. First Class Honours, Jeff Blofich. Ademoritan Ogedembe. Marilyn Wright. And in Internet Engineering, Ali Al-Saeg. And in Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering with First Class Honours, Ilobekemen Aikbe. With First Class Honours, Akaniyene Akpan. Oluwatope Alabi. Michael Bailey. Louis Birch. With first class honours, Daniel Boardman. With first class honours, Amy Burns. With first class honours, Benjamin Clark. With first class honours, Jonathan Conway. Jonathan Cotton. With first class honours, Gavin Crouch. With first class honours, Lee Duke. With first class honours, Joseph Elford. With first class honours, John Farrell. With first class honours, Luca Finotti. With first class honours, George Gray. Jeffrey Hara. With first class honours, Simon Hawthorne. Kenneth Ikede. With first class honours, Joshua Elife. With first class honours, Mim Jugjali. With first class honours, Jan Kamenik. With first class honours, Paolo Bruno. Simon Muckford. Daniel Okojie. With first class honours, Aramide Onakoya. Safwat Osman. Benjamin Parker. Samuel Pote. With first class honours, Peter Richards. With first class honours, Christina Rollison. Paul Sadler. With first class honours, Torben Schaft. With first class honours, Peter Thompson. With first class honours, Henry Ude. Tennyson Ukpethu. With first class honours, Ricky Velayutham. With first class honours, Jaspal Vedi. With first class honours, Andrew Waddington. Adam Wickham. With first class honours, Andrew Womack. With first class honours, Ross Wooding. And in mechanical engineering, Sunday Ajadi. And with first class honours, Oladimeji Ajayi. Abo Barak Alazmi. Turki Alhamadi. Satam Alotaibi. With first class honours, Reem Al Rashid. With first class honours, Giam Batungagwayo. Ray Bendon. Cameron Black. Lewis Blake. With first class honours, Nancy Bob Manuel. With first class honours, James Boyd. With first class honours, Petros Karalambous. With first class honours, Pelvinda Chokar. Jean-Luc Clavier. With first class honours, Aaron Coates. Stephen Cutler. James Dudley. James Dunn. Joseph Feenan. Joseph Griffiths. With first class honours, Mahmoud Hamad. Sam Huggins. James Keel. With first class honours, Samuel Lloyd. Lik Huang Lu. With first class honours, Mary Mambwa. Joshua Mann. Stephen Masson. Aimal Mazidi. With first class honours, Emerson Moreno. With first class honours, Atalua Mushtaq. Oluwadamilola Oyinlola. With first class honours, Danson Punjau. Sailesh Rabidran. With first class honours, Matthew Ralph. David Sammy. With first class honours, Lawrence Searle. With first class honours, Anes Sefer. Ahmad Shah. With first class honours, Matthew Shields. Leon Silavant. Michael Taylor. With first class honours, Nadine Chow. With first class honours, James Watson. Daniel Whitcomb. Tony Wu. And in petroleum engineering, Ahmed Al-Habshi. Damilola Aria. Jonathan Dafiaga. Semieu Dijima Isifio. José dos Santos Apeado. Monty Emu. George Hearn. Bradley McEwen. With first class honours, Eugene Mugisa. With first class honors, Jansen Ng. With first class honors, Obiageli Nikirika. Ana Pedro. Mohammed Al-Ruwali. And of Bachelor of Science in Computer-Aided Product Design with first class honors, Ruben Cracknell. With first class honors, Bradley Ford. With first class honors, David Hyde. Sean Panett. With first class honors, Adam Race. With first class honors, Simona Serpenskas. With first class honors, Ricky Spencer. Oluwafunish Griffin. And in Computer Network Management Design, Henry Akinola. Toyin Alatise. With first class honors, Oliver Berridge. Orin Brackley. Christian Brown. With first class honors, Javier Caro Ruiz. James Clayton. Lloyd Collins. With first class honors, Vitas Dauksha. With first class honors, Jonathan Donovan. Stavros Eleftherakis. Amanda Fry. Michael Heaps. Konstantin Itov. With first class honors, Amit Jandu. Aaron Maddox. David Mazer. James Matthews. Victoria Menzies. Jack O'Mahony. The first class honors, Daniel Pilch. Grant Searle. Joshua Shipman. With first class honors, Thomas Smythe Wright. Ogaga Udo. Nathan Wilkins. And in computer networks with first class honors, James Court. Ryan Green. Akash Gurung. Connor Schoen. And in electronic systems engineering, Christopher Brain. And with distinction, Matthew Hunt. And with distinction, James Kelly. And with distinction, David Rose. And in internet technology, Abiodun Amode. Vimalaranjan Kumaralingam. With first class honors, Zhongyuan Zhang. And in marine sports technology, Sam Bird. Augusto Fraser. Liam Gardner. Edward Gibbons. James Guyat. And with first class honors, George Hand. And with first class honors, Boyan Kalyanov. Oliver Sermon. James Vanier. Ewan Welsh. And in product design and innovation, Stefan Burt. Stephen Carlucci. Charlie Konstaninides. Connor Gibbs. With first class honors, Catherine Hode. With first class honors, Nicholas Hook. Adam Howard. Edward Keeling. With first class honors, James Maidment. With first class honors, Gregor McMillan. Jason Meads. Alexander Monroe. Sheikh Mustafa. Alex Shaler. Scott Spackman. Andrew Spencer. Ruby Taylor. Kai-Yin Alvin Wong. Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Master of Engineering in Communication Systems, Emmanuel Odo. And in Computer Engineering with distinction, Samuel Hook. And in Electronic Engineering, Gregory Barker Devereux. Daniel Harrison. And in Mechanical Engineering, Henry Archer. With distinction, David Baker. With distinction, Ryan Bateman. Chun Siang Be. With distinction, Daniel Bray. Joel Hume. Gemma Ibbotson. With distinction, Richard Levin. King Kwai Lee. With distinction, George Mason. With distinction, Matthew Morgan. With distinction, Benjamin Noble. With distinction, Catherine Penn. Duncan Shepherd. With distinction, Ashley and of Master of Science in Advanced Manufacturing Technology, Yemi Ilori. Amelia King. And in Communication, Network Planning and Management, Volka Abbott. With distinction, Haza Asli Al-Shamisi. With distinction, Svilem Boyadjiev. And in Communication Systems Engineering, Ercin Alim Sait. And with distinction, Emmanuel Anyanwu. Saidatul Kamaradun. Andrei Octavian Ciovada Dionescu. With distinction, Samsul Masum. Uchechukwu Onwukwe. And in Computer Network Administration and Management, Hassan Ali Aboud. Ali Dalu. Bogdan Konstantin Silianu. And in Electronic Engineering, Edimirire Koroye. And with distinction, Michael Smith. And in Mechanical Engineering, Fahad Al-Azemi. With distinction, Nadia Isabel Beleño Castañeda. With distinction, Philip Derham. Vasim Lagari. With distinction, Mohammed Zahid Zeb. And in Technology Management, Tepserin Vinichsorn. Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a program of research in developing a compositional ontology alignment framework for unifying business and engineering domains, Said Rabah Azam. For a program of research in computational methods for processing ground-penetrating radar data, Nurul Bostanuddin. For a program of research in effort reduction and collision avoidance for powered wheelchairs, SCAD Assistive Mobility System, Martin Langner.
I had a worry while I was listening to all those names that I was going to be too short for the lectern. We'd never tried it, so I'm glad I can see. I think actually it's the gown that's doing me in. It's a little warm. I was 6 foot when I started. But anyway, look at you, beautiful people. You are graduates. How great is that? Now, what I think is we've all been terribly well behaved up until now. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a bit of clapping. Absolutely. Woo! Okay, we need to clap. clever. I think we also need a bit of shouting, okay? So what we're going to do, all of you graduates, to the rafters after 3, I want you to wave your hats in the air, and I want you to shout at the top of your voice, I am a graduate. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Well, who knows? Perhaps some employer passing by will have heard you and be impressed, so it's working. I am impressed. Your parents, your family, your friends are impressed. A quick word to the parents. Well done for getting them this far. And I know you did get a round of applause earlier, which was lovely. Can I just say that may be all you get for a while? My oldest one graduated some time ago, and I'm still waiting for her to leave home, so good luck with that. And here, of course, on the platform with the finest collection of hats since Princess Beatrice last attended a wedding, the fabulous staff of Portsmouth who got you through, and I'm sure they sit here looking at you with pride, with delight, and in the odd instance with surprise. Let's just give them a round of applause as well, shall we? So we've done the thank yous. Now what? Well, it would be nice if I could think of a few wise words to send you on your way, but I'm reminded of the story of T.S. Eliot. Eliot, of course, one of the greatest poets of the 20th century. He was born in the United States, but aged 25, he moved to the UK, where he became a British citizen. Now, one day in 1961, an American student who was newly arrived in England to begin his postgraduate work paid a visit to him, and as the young man was leaving, Eliot thought he ought to impart some sympathetic wisdom. 40 years ago, I went from Harvard to Oxford, he mused. Now, what advice can I give you? And at this, the younger man waited with bated breath for the bard's sage words, and Eliot's advice finally came in the form of a question. Have you any long underwear? So that is possibly the best advice I could give anybody. Now, today is July the 17th, 2013. It's an important day in your lives, but you follow in the footsteps of the generations who have gone before you. And I am a passionate believer in paying attention to history. I sometimes think the world would have been a different place if George Bush had read just one book about Afghanistan. Or indeed one book. I tried to seek out events from the past that have occurred on July the 17th. I have to say it's a fairly motley collection. It was on that day in 1537 that Janet, Lady Glamis, was burned as a witch on Castle Hill in Edinburgh. It was the day in 1676 that the Marchioness of Brinvilliers, she was a very famous poisoner, was executed in Paris. And it was on July the 17th, 1793, that Charlotte Corday, legendary assassin, was guillotined. Now, you probably don't need me to tell you these are not career paths I'm recommending to any of you. But it was also on the 17th of July, 1429, that Charles VII of France was crowned at Rheims, and his crown safe due to the work and passion of a simple peasant girl called Joan of Arc. And Joan's story tells us that if you follow your heart and you keep true to your convictions, then anyone can make a difference. There is so much that needs doing in the world. And there is a Joan of Arc of today, the shining example of Malala Yousafzai, the 16-year-old girl from Pakistan who was shot in the head for campaigning for equal rights in education and who recently addressed the UN on the subject, and she should be an inspiration to us all. No matter your background or your age, you can help to make the world a better place. And if I can exhort you to one thing, it is to not waste a precious moment of your life. You are all so beautiful today. But please, trust me, in no time at all, boys, your hair is going to go. Girls, you don't want to know what's going to go. Make sure that when you look back on your lives, you do so with pride. You have all been equipped to succeed. Don't coast through life, but be someone who changes things for the good. Set a goal for yourselves and do not waver. As far as we know, we pass this way but once, and we had better make a good job of it. Spend a bit of time thinking about those around you. I was given some very good advice once. I'm extremely claustrophobic, born, I think, out of my years at boarding school, a form of school I believe to be run by therapists to create new clients. And as a consequence of my claustrophobia, I used not to be able to take the underground in London, and a friend said to me, the cure was to stop thinking about myself. Each time you go down into the tube, she said, try and find someone who needs your help and be disappointed if you don't manage to assist a fellow traveller. And I think the result is that hundreds of tourists have had me lead them places they didn't want to go, but it worked. I stopped thinking about my own fears, and I now travel where I please. Try your best to be of the moment. Don't wish you were somewhere in the future or in the past. It is too tempting with modern social media to spend your time texting or tweeting others about an experience that you are having. Put your phone or your computer down and instead actually experience the moment that you are in. Listen to others, and they may even have something interesting to say, and most shockingly, this may include your parents. Of course, sometimes the moment that you're in will not be nice, and sad things happen in life. The comedy and tragedy masks lie beside each other. But make use of all experiences. Try not to dwell on the downsides of life. If you are running a race and you trip over a stick, you are never going to finish the race if you stand staring at the stick. Far from being over, I believe your education begins today as you step out into the world. Go and fulfill the greatness I know you have in each and every one of you. And when you think back to your time here, I hope you will do so with fondness. Please keep in touch, although don't be surprised if you return that, unlike your parents, we have rented your room to someone else. You will, however, always be part of the Portsmouth family, and we send you off with pride. Well done. I declare this congregation closed. Please be upstanding.
Ladies and gentlemen on the ground floor, please remain seated until the graduates have exited the auditorium. Thank you.